Good morning. It is day 71 on our Appalachian Trail adventure. We are leaving the Wapiti shelter and we're headed somewhere. It's supposed to rain today, and that's why I say somewhere. The next shelter is 9.5 miles, but if it starts pouring down rain or whatever the weather may be today, we are going to just play it by ear. We are about 19-ish miles outside of Harrisburg, Virginia. So we're going to go into Harrisburg and get our resupply that my mother sent to the post office. And we are going to probably take a zero to let our legs rest a little bit. Yesterday we did, sorry, I'm walking through rocks in this grove of rhododendra. What did I say? Oh, yesterday we did 6.2 miles, I think. We did not get on trail until 11 o'clock yesterday. Today, it's 8:30. We're on trail, and which is still pretty late considering. A lot of hikers are now getting up at about 5:30, and they're getting on trail by 6:30 because it is sunny by about 6:15, and you can see just fine. The birds are getting up at about 5:30, so I get woken up really early. And I'm not that early to have a bird. No, thank you. So we are definitely behind other hikers, but that's all right. We still follow the creek for the next, looks like about a mile, and then we start climbing. So we do have quite a bit of climbing today, which is going to be fun, especially if it's raining and rocky, but hopefully the rain holds off. So we're 380 something miles is what we've done, and by the time we get to Harrisburg we should be at the 400 mile marker. So that's awesome. All right, I'll let you know what happens down trail. This is our uphill grade. We've been walking through the rhododendrons and the trees. Up we have a 550-foot ascent and 0.7 miles. So that's a pretty good uphill trek. And then after we get to the 0.7, which there's supposed to be another stream for water, there's not water again for about 8 miles. And we have, after that, still about a 1,200-foot ascent to the mountain. So today is nothing but climbing all day. And it's not raining. It is sunny, even though it was supposed to be 100% chance of rain. But pretty much all day too. Which is great. Glad it's not raining, because doing this in the wet would be worse, but it's so humid. And nothing but uphill. So this is what we got in store. Good thing it's not raining, because this would be a worse case scenario, getting up on all these rocks that we climbed. But there's Reptile. We're up here on this cloudy day.
The fog on the outside.
I see it. I don't know if you can see the fog over there or not.
Oh,
maybe. It's so humid. I can't hardly even see it on my phone. My phone is just covered in moisture. But this is, I believe, Wilburn Lookout. We got some bloomed out rhododendra with the rock. Very pretty. Obviously you could see farther if it wasn't so hazy and such a cloudy day, but I have no idea where we're going as far as which mountain we're going to be climbing, which ridge, but we're headed this way. So we'll see how it loops around, if we have to go over that ridge or somewhere over there. We have about 17 miles to Harrisburg, Virginia. And we're going to try to make it 9.5 to the shelter. tonight. We've done probably a little over 2 miles maybe. But it's been straight up. So I started a book and I've just been rambling on about the book because it's been hard and I'm in a bad mood today. Oh, it's hot, it's humid, bugs are in our face. And yeah, Reptile can't see because his glasses keep fogging up from all the humidity in the air and his sweat and the steam coming off of them. And it's been a rough morning. We did get an earlier start. We were on trail by 8:30. It's probably about 10:30ish right now. We stopped and refilled water from the Dismal Creek. And then there was one other water source before an 8.5 mile water carry to, all right, you coming? Oh, do you need to stop?
I'm good. I didn't fall, so.
Okay.
I only got one eye.
But, so we stopped at this really awful, stale water source that was full of mosquitoes and, spooned up some water. So I put an aqua tab in the CNOC with that water so that when we filter it, it's been treated twice. Hopefully it'll kill anything that the CNOC doesn't, or the Sawyer filter doesn't filter out by adding that aqua tab to it. I believe it's just a little tab of bleach. I'm not sure exactly what the chemical makeup is, but I'm carrying that, which is almost 2 liters in my pack. And then Reptile has 2.5 liters in his pack for this 8.5 mile dry water carry. There's not a reliable water source until you get to the shelter at, I can't think of the name of the shelter.
Doc's Knob.
Doc's Knob. Okay.
Doctor.
Well, cobwebs. It does not matter what time of day it is. The spiders, you can have 6 people go in front of you and you'll still get cobwebs on you. I don't understand. They just literally float in the air. They're on every piece of vegetation and it's a lot. But this is a trail. This is actually flat. We're not going up. I think we just did about 1,100 feet elevation up to that lookout. And I've been rambling on for the last half hour about this book because I've been miserable. I actually have my sweatband over my ears to keep the gnats and mosquitoes out of my ear. But they still get in my eyeballs and my nose, and that sucks. I just walked through a huge cobweb. But, you know, it is pretty. We have all these pretty flowers. The rhododendron bloomed out. And then we have all these orange flowers on this other kind of tree, which I think Eldon said it was an azalea. Is that what it is?
I think it's called the fire azalea.
A fire azalea.
And the reason I know that is because the Mount Rogers headquarters had a bush there that had a sign.
Yeah, there's the orange. I know it's not really wanting to focus on that, but definitely spring in Georgia. Or where the hell are we at? We're in Virginia. We're not in Georgia.
Might as well be in Georgia.
I know, it feels like Georgia from all the uphill today. But we are in Virginia, and I just walked through another spider web. Oh, sorry. So I have to get my do-rag, my buff, whatever you want to call it, about every 5 minutes and wipe all the mosquitoes and gnats and spider webs from my face. Because all those damn little bugs like to stick to all your sweat. And it sucks. And Reptile is sweating bullets as well. I don't know if you can see his shirt, but it's soaked. It is soaked. I guess the only good thing is that it's not raining. Other than that, it's pretty uncomfortable. It's not been a very comfortable last 3 days, to be honest. It's been so hot.
That's true.
And I think I talked about this earlier, but sorry. I'm just trying to get the spider webs away from me. You want to go first for a second?
Okay.
Okay. I can't hold the camera still and get all the spider webs off of me. I usually flick my trekking poles in the air to try to break them, but goodness gracious, I just got it all over my arm and elbow, and sometimes the spider comes with it, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, it's been very uncomfortable. I think my thermometer had 86 for yesterday, but it felt like a lot more than 86. And then I believe on Monday, or maybe it was Tuesday, I don't know, today's Thursday. 2 days ago, on Tuesday, I think my thermometer on my pack said it was 91. But again, when you're up here and you don't have as much canopy over you, and that sun has been shining for the last 3 days with blue skies, it's just, like my pack is hot to the touch. Everything is so warm. The water, it may be cool coming out of the creek, but within 5 minutes it's hot. It has been very, very warm. So hopefully we are on day, what day was it? 71? 71, and it is May 21st. So I can't imagine what this is going to be like come June or July. And I don't think, even if you were in New York or Massachusetts or much, north of Pennsylvania, come June or July, you're still going to have so much heat. Basically back until you get to the Whites and up into Maine. Just so much heat. Oh, there's some azaleas. Can you make out those? We've got some really red fire ones, and then we have more of the yellowish ones. They're very pretty. Very pretty. They remind me of the Hawaiian flower that you always see on the Hawaiian shirts. I thought we were going to look that up, weren't we? Going to see what kind of flowers on the Hawaiian shirt. We forget by the time we get service, which we haven't had service in like 3 days. And we're also just too tired. But, alright. More beautiful flowers coming up. And at least we're not climbing again. At least not for right now. I think we had over 2,000 foot elevation today. But right now we're up on this ridge with that lookout. So, we'll be going. Far out's not working correctly on Reptile's phone. Nope, so we have to use mine, but it's okay. We're making it. Alright, we'll see you down trail.